Hey, let me help you get your knees started off right. Stay tuned. Yo, get your glass. Time for us to start this day. Hey, make sure that you start your Nia with water. Great Nia to you, right? Today's Nia. I told you I was going to be doing this with y'all every day. This is Yami Journey. I'm your big brother, I-10. Hey, let's get this water thing going, right? The water. I don't have to distill yet. I'm going to have to hold off a couple of days because something hit my budget. But here we go. One. You know, make sure you get some water to jumpstart your body, right? A lot of us are suffering from dehydration. Now, yesterday, the Warrior Diet was rough. I mean, it's like I actually was hungry in the middle of the day. I made it, right? And then when I made it, I didn't even eat the whole damn thing. It's crazy, you know. Now, I know y'all like, brother, how come you call this a daily toast? You're not toasting a day. No, I am toasting a day. I just like to start off with water, right? Developing good habits. Used to wake up and used to start the day off with some tobacco. Now I start the day off with some water, right? Tobacco come and come. But right now, we're developing a habit of starting the day with some water. We have to say goodbye to all good things. As they say in Buddhism, all is temporal. And this grape was temporal, very temporal. All right. So, of course, we have to go back to Old Faithful, the original. And we're going to start off the day, start the toast. Now, so after I take the shot of water, you know, that's about 16 ounces. You know what I'm saying? About 16 ounces of water. Get my body moving, get it moving and stuff like that. We move to this. Remember, set your daily routine, because I know some of y'all don't watch this in the morning, right? And it's cool, right? Whenever you watch this, start a daily ritual. Drink water with your big brother, right? Let's build. Today is Nia. We got a lot to learn because Nia is one of our favorite principles, is it not? So, let's get up and on the layer. I'm going to teach y'all on the layer, right? But anyway, I'm not supposed to move Angalea, but stretch that chest out. This is a good exercise for some of y'all. Alright? Put your heels together. Roll your shoulders back. Chest out. Arms to your side. Stomach in. Shoulders down. Head up. Angalea. That's it right there, right? Now, what does this do? What does this do? Just help you straighten up your spine. Some of y'all might hear your shoulders crack when you do it. When you straighten up your neck, you might hear your neck crack when you push your arms down to your sides. You might hear your arms crack. And when you tighten up your legs, and don't tighten them up too much because you'll pass out. Right? You just want to flex the muscles for a couple of seconds. Kind of get the blood flowing throughout, right? So we're going to start adding different things. Now, I don't do this necessarily on camera, but when I do, my I-shaped breath, part of the I-shaped breath, and part of the Jyami salutation, this is part of it. So when we do it, we kind of want to stretch that chest out, work that stomach, right? All right. So today, we know it's Nia, a marvelous Nia. You know why it's marvelous? Because you in it. Well, anyway, we're going to toast the Creator first, or whatever name you choose to call it, Creator. All right? We salute. We're going to toast our ancestors. Right? We're going to send that energy. Because remember, our ancestors eat our energy. The attention that we give, that we send, that empowers them. It emboldens them. It strengthens them so that they can help us. I know a lot of y'all like, oh, brother, I tell you. Listen, when you toast those ancestors, as we pour this internal libation, we salute them. And right now, here's where we need to start adding. Start adding your own personal family line. Like, somebody in your family. People have been on my mind, right? Toasting people. So I could start with my family line to demonstrate. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosie Lee Tilley, Georgia and William Walton, Christopher Fanning Gadsden, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Geneva Brown, Cleveland Brown, Elvira Brown, Cecil Ellis. So, I think I said Robert and Texana Davis. I know I said Robert and Texana Davis. But that's my family line. My Aunt Gina. Salute them. Salute those ancestors. They're your family, right? And that's the family line need to stay unbroken. Remember I told y'all, ancestor, child, teenager or child. The teenager is some new shit. Ancestor, child, warrior, nation builder. For us, nation maintainer, elder, ancestor, and the cycle starts again. All right? We salute all of them. Salute all those cycles in our life. Right? We move from near to the present moment, time, and it's near. And I bow to you. Right? I bow to Nia, right? The day of purpose, the day of truth, justice, righteousness, prosperity, the day of balance, right? I got to look up the Hermetic law. We're going to start talking a little bit about those Hermetic laws too. The color for the day is red, yellow, green, blue. Color of the day is blue. Chakra point is right around the throat area, throat chakra, right? No. What is it? It's right around the throat chakra. No. What's the day? Oh, today is Nia. So we got Moja, Kujichakalea, Ujima, Ujama, Nia. My fault. Nia's right here at the solar plexus. Alright? So, we had green yesterday. So, it's yellow. My fault. Did I say? I don't know what I said. It's yellow. Right? Yellow. I apologize. Early morning. Right? So we salute Nia. And now, move to our children's children unto infinity. Y'all need to understand, everything we do affects our children. And when we pour for our children and when we drink for our children, we are really drinking for our ancestors, because we just go back and recycle until we move up out of here, right? Which means we no longer manifest on the spiritual plane, but we still have a spiritual connection. So we drink, we say, Ashe, and 100 years. I just want to say, y'all have a great That's right. I'm working on it. So we'll be right back. Alright, y'all know I'm about to do this oil letting. Got to do this oil letting. I told y'all I was going to do this for a while. Got to wash the dishes. Then we're going to the board. Time for a board meeting. You know, especially the Moja, the Nia. We need to meet at the board. Alright. I'll see you in a second. Oh, I'm glad we had this time together, just to share a laugh or sing a song. Alright, rest in peace to Mary Tyler Moore. I'm old school. I used to sit down and watch them shows. That was hilarious. But anyway, alright, people wonder why I call it the Ashe breath, right? For those that don't know, Ashe means more than just so be it, right? A lot of people use it, Ashe, so be it. But Ashe is a life force, right? Yoruba tradition is a life force. In Capoeira and the Brazilian martial art, Capoeira, they talk about it all the time as a life force. So when we do this breath, we are harnessing and recycling and reinvigorating our body with the life force, right? So I call it the Ashe breath, because Ashe flows in everything, but our body gets its most direct access to Ashe on a daily basis through our breath, right? So by us doing focused breathing, what are we pulling in? We're pulling in Ashe. Hence the term Ashe breath. So I'm about to go get that started. Then we go into the board. After I finish the kitchen, you know, I like to keep peace in my home, right? This part of the ritual keeps peace flowing around me. I can operate in my sphere without any violations. Well, almost, you know. But hey, it is what it is. To the Ashe. To the Black Cave. Hear ye, we call this board mating the session. Alright. So, today is rock and roll call day. I'm gonna wear my staff t-shirt. Now, so what I want to talk about, right, and I know, is purpose, Nia, right? So the Hermetic principle that go with Nia is rhythm. The Meiotic principle is balance, right? So we're gonna explore just a little bit of that, just a little bit, right? Now, those of you that's with me learning how to iron, of course, I don't have the top equipment to teach y'all, because I know a lot of y'all ain't getting the home training, right? Y'all ain't get that young home training. Well, actually, a lot of the home training for iron is you know, iron is one thing that you can really teach yourself and go back in and just knock out the wrinkles that you messed up on. So I would suggest everybody learn how to iron. Now, one of the things you seeing me doing is, before I put the iron on it, well, I didn't do it this time. but I'm making sure that the iron is clean because somebody was ironing right before me. So, and my temperature is a little bit too hot for this material, so I'm gonna let it cool off for a second. But let's get to the purpose, right? Now, today we're looking for purpose. We want to always make sure there's a purpose behind our action.
Daddy!
Purpose is a reason. My baby coming. Hold on.
Daddy! Daddy! I thought you gave me the box.
Alright, we back now. So I'm about to get the iron thing. I usually set out the stuff for my daughter, you know, so that she can make her own breakfast, you know. Every now and then we got to assign our children tasks that will help them become more independent. Something just happened. I guess the independence backfired. Let me see. See, this is what I was doing early morning recording. But I was up late last night working on the Rocket Roll Call. And the thing that hit me this morning and late last night is making sure there's a purpose for everything that we do. You know what I'm saying? At least applying a purpose. When you apply a purpose, it makes an action a little bit more powerful. In the lesson this week from the African Open Tree of Life, they said consciousness is potency. Right? Consciousness is potency. Consciousness is in the sense beyond power. Right? When one is awake, I can't remember the exact words, but it all dealt with becoming conscious of our actions, becoming conscious of our deeds, right? And to enter into the temples, when you enter the temples, one of the first things they taught you was all is mind, the mind. You know what I'm saying? You got. I ain't even gonna agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna have to go and do some more personal research on that. All is mind, all is mental, but it's all is Ashe, all is that life force, and that life force is guided by the mind. So when we become conscious actors in our life, because many of us are unconscious, we don't have reason, we don't have purpose, right? We're unconscious actors in this life. We are unconscious actors in this game. We surrender our power because we know not what we do. You know, one of the things I say is from the Bible, and it says, God stands in the congregation mighty, a judge amongst the gods. And then asks this question: how long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? I say. Then it says, defend the point of fathers, do justice to the afflicted and needy, deliver the needy, for they know not, neither do they understand, for they walk in darkness while all the foundations of the earth are out of course. Now, that is a description of the people that I am tasked to help, right? They know not, neither do they understand. They're asleep, they're unconscious. They walk on in darkness while all of the foundation of the earth are out of course. Right? When you are unconscious, all the foundations of the earth are out of course for you. Right? Everything is out of balance. Right? Isn't that one of the words for today? Right? Respect. Everything is out of balance. Right? You don't have a rhythm. Right? You know what I'm saying? Isn't that one of the words of the day? That's the Hermetic principle of the day. Right? That's the Hermetic principle for the day. Rhythm. You out of rhythm with things. Right? So, I had the challenge of doing, because usually Rocket Roll Call is not really a challenge other than the amount of energy that is required. This is going to be the first time I'm doing Rocket Roll Call, I think, on the Warrior Diet. Right? Because I'm going to be up exerting a lot of energy all day long. Right? So, I know I keep saying right, I'm working on it. But I'm conscious of it. Consciousness is potency. Alright. So, I'm going to exert a lot of energy. And I usually would just exert a lot of energy. And it's usually not a problem for me. But I just found out that Rock and Roll Call was the day, because we usually do it on the first Fridays. And since we're going into the new year, we usually don't have it in January. You know what I'm saying? But something popped up that was important for the school, so it was moved, and I didn't recognize that. And not recognizing it, I didn't recognize it until literally 2 days ago. So I had to go and put all the footage together. I had to go and cut the videos for the kids. I had to go and select the videos a little bit faster than I would, because I thought I had another couple of days. And usually what happens is, because I'm focused on it and I'm conscious, I attract those things to me, because as I'm going through my video timeline, I'm able to be a little bit more perceptive and what would be pretty good for the kids. So I had to kind of rush it this time. So, you know what I'm saying? By not applying the purpose and not, you know what I'm saying, the purpose being out of rhythm, right? I was out of balance. It made it a little bit harder. But once I settled my consciousness into it, the creativity just started to flow. That kuumba, which is coming, right? That kuumba, which is coming tomorrow, came, and I was able to knock it out. So one of the things that I want to just suggest to everybody, and today, look for purpose in everything you do, right? Find a purpose. Like, if you find yourself arguing, find the purpose. Why? So why are you arguing with people? Why are you wasting your time? You know what I'm saying? Direct your energy. Start being conscious in what you do and how you do it, right? Supposedly consciousness or purpose or reason separates us from the animals, but sometimes I can't tell, because it's actually a fact that wild animals set out every day with a purpose, to find their food, right? And if that's your same purpose, where it's just like you just going to work, if that's the same purpose, then what makes you better than a coyote or a wolf or a wild dog? You understand what I'm saying? I understand you gotta feed your family, but where's your purpose? You know what I'm saying? Where's your purpose beyond that? Where's your human, your godly purpose, right? Because we all are divine, so all of us need to have a divine purpose in what we do. Now, some of us have, and we just have to be honest about it, some of us have a divine purpose to make life hard for other people, because some of us is just very difficult. You know what I'm saying? I would like to believe that the person is unconscious, but I think some people were just put here to make life difficult for others. Some on a micro level, some on a macro level, right? So, you know, every now and then when you run into those, you have to really, really pour into your own purpose so that you don't get caught up in their madness, in their hailstorm of fuckery, all right? So I want to say to you and remind you that today is, that's right, Nia, and I'm out. Thank you for watching the video. I want you to subscribe. Click the bird right there, the fiery bird. And I also have a special video just for you, right there. And for those that want more information about Giammi Journey, go to our site. It should be right about there. Peace.